Alright guys, welcome to the first ever Game Time Q&A where I answer questions that have been sent to me either by Twitch or on my gaming website. I will be joined today by a good friend of mine, KSI Sharps244 when he comes back. If you see the timer on the top, that's how long the live stream is possibly going to last. I'm not sure. And yeah, let's just start it. So the first question I got comes from someone named Star Killer. And the question was, so what is your opinion on the Xbox One coming out? My opinion on it? Let's see. I like the whole idea that they are coming out with a new Xbox for that is only going for HDMI to have high definition. The only thing I don't like is how a lot of people have been saying that you need to have the Kinect plugged in to play it. Alright. The second one comes from someone named Charles Sprite, and that question is, what game captures your attention most and keeps you entertained the longest, and why? The game that captures my attention the most, there's a couple of them. The Borderlands games, the Assassin's Creed games, and I guess the Black Ops games. Borderlands would probably be because, well, it's a really tough game to play, and it gives me a challenge that not every game will give me. The Assassin's Creed, I love being able to parkour around buildings and be able to assassinate the enemies with the hidden blades. And with the Call of Duties, the only reason why the Call of Duties capture my attention is because a lot of the maps are fun. The Zombies mode for the Black Ops 2, World at War, that always keeps me entertained. And with Modern Warfare 3, the Spec Ops missions. The next question that I got also comes from Charm Sprite. And that question is, what order would you rate these things in making a game interesting you? A, adventure, B, body count, C, graphics, D, realistic, and E, fantasy. The order that I'd put those in would probably be, first would be graphics, second would be realistic, third would be adventure, fourth would be fantasy, and fifth would be body count. The reason why that, I like it being having good graphics, looking more realistic, having the body count more towards the bottom, because if it's not good graphics or look a little bit realistic, it doesn't really seem that good to have a game with a ton of bodies but not good graphics. The next question I have is from my friend Undead Beastie. I was a gamer for a couple years. I started with PlayStation 2 gaming a couple years back, and then after a while, we've got an Xbox, and I've gotten my own laptop, so I started playing games on Xbox and my own laptop, and then I made this channel, Game Time, where I am allowing others to see how I play the game, win or lose, die or not. It's for the laughs. The next one comes from my friend Batman, and his question is, how many times do you start and stop a live stream before you realize you need a restart? It's a little mixed up of the question. I've started and stopped a live stream whenever I messed up or if somebody took me away from the live stream. I don't usually like to keep the live stream going if I'm not there. Or if I mess up something and I forgot to do something with the live stream, I'll restart it. The next question is from the Time Traveler, and that is, what are your thoughts on the map Freefall for Call of Duty Ghosts? And my thoughts on that, they should have made that type of map for Modern Warfare 3, for all of the Call of Duties. They should make it for the next map pack. I love how it's a changing map and it changes every few minutes. Like, have the scenery change, have it falling down. That is a really interesting map, and I would love to play on a map like that. The next question I got is from Moonlit Nightfall, and his question is, what is your opinion on the Arkham games? Which is better? How do you feel about Arkham Origins? Do you think any loose ends in Arkham City will be answered? The first one, my opinion on the Arkham games, I've never really played Arkham Asylum. I played Arkham City, and that game was pretty fun. I liked the whole idea of being sneaky and attacking enemies from different heights. And I can't say which was better because I've only played Arkham City. And my opinions on Arkham Origins, I haven't really seen the trailer that much, but since it goes back in time, it seems interesting that they will go before what happened in Arkham Asylum, if that is what Arkham Origins is. And do I think any loose ends in Arkham City will be answered? I don't know. I cannot remember that much of the ending of Arkham City. Sharps, are you back?
Yes, I am.
So are you ready to answer your set of questions?
What do I got?
Same questions I answered.
Oh, sweet.
The first one is, so what's your opinion on the Xbox One coming out?
Well, the Skype feature on it I really like. I'm deploying here in the end of September, and I want to get that and bring it over to Kuwait with me. That way I can Skype home with it. And the fact that they did take it off where you have to be online all the time. Definitely, I love that part of it.
The only thing I don't like about it is the whole Connect thing where you have to have that plugged in. There's been rumors about it having a spy cam on it.
If they're spying on me, let them. I play naked most of the time.
Alright, the next question is, what game captures your attention the most and keeps you entertained the longest, and why?
That game would probably have been Skyrim. It's long, and it's a lot of missions to do. Even when you complete the story, there's tons of missions to do. Right now I'm playing Borderlands, I'm kind of into that. Borderlands 2, kind of into that. But I got to level 40 and it's hard for me to level up.
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
Mine is the Assassin's Creed. I also forgot to say Devil May Cry was also my favorite. I loved being able to be a half-human, half-demon character, defeating demons just to save the world. The next question is, what order would you rate these things in making a game interesting to you? A, adventure, B, body count, C, graphics, D, realistic, and E, fantasy.
Hit them again real quick.
A, adventure, B, body count, C, graphics, D, realistic, in E-fantasy?
Well, adventure is one of the main things that I like about a game. Don't have adventure, it kind of gets boring quick. Realistic and fantasy, I like both of them, so they're not too much to me. Probably graphics would be last on the list. If I'm playing a game, I don't really care about the graphics. I care about the gameplay and all that. Graphics are nice, yes, that is a bonus. And what would it be?
Body count.
Body count? I love big body count. So that'd probably be second.
All right. The next one is how many times... Well, I don't think you've done this before, but have you ever live streamed before?
No, I have not.
Have you ever wanted to live stream?
Not really.
Uh,
I'm more of just play games with my friends type of guy.
Alright, let's see if I can find the next question. Yeah, I'm like messing around. Alright, another one is, what are your thoughts on the map Freefall for Call of Duty Ghost?
I haven't seen much of Call of Duty Ghost because I may not get it due to me being in Kuwait, but Call of Duty has always interested me. I'll play it for about a month or two and then get bored. Like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, that actually held my interest for like 5 months until I got to Prestige Master and had a lot of the diamond guns. So if they make it a little more interesting for longer, then I'm going to love that Call of Duty anyways. The fact of just going around shooting other people, it's fun to me. It's a release until you get the noobs.
Yeah. You know about the Freefall map, right?
Not really. I haven't really been into Call of Duty lately.
Well, the Freefall map is the first ever dynamic map where every few minutes the map will change, falling down in a I think it's a slanted building. I'm not sure, but every few feet the scenery changes, making the map different with different what's it called? I forgot what those are called. Angles and all that other stuff.
Well, here's my thought on that type of stuff. I think that's an anti-camp mechanism that'll help a lot of people with stopping the corner campers, the guys that'll just sit long range and snipe you because, oh, I got a diamond sniper. I got a diamond sniper by being up close and personal, not quickscoping, but by being lucky and trying to quickscope. And I feel like that will help a lot of people using the SMGs and the assault rifles. If it's not that big of a map, the SMGs and the shotguns are going to rock that map. If they do somewhat of long range kind of, then the snipers can come in, but you'll also get the noobs out trying to quick scope everybody like they usually are.
Yeah. Do you think they should have done a dynamic map for at least all the other Call of Duties once?
No, because for me, I feel like this. They're in the business to make money, and they can't make money if they're doing the same thing every game. To me, I feel like they're switching enough to keep the audience into the game. It's rare that a game lasts through that many games, and people are still interested in pre-ordering it, and you get the, 300 people line trying to get the game because they pre-ordered it.
And the last question that I had gotten was, what is your opinion on the Arkham games? Which was better? How do you feel about Arkham Origins? Do you think any loose ends in Arkham City will be answered?
I don't know. I've never played the Batman games. I recently have just been getting money to buy the games, but I feel every game should have something new to tell about that storyline.
The only Arkham game that I've played was Arkham City. That game was really good. it's like all about stealth and trying to attack your enemies without the others that are around to notice you. I believe what they're going to do is upgrade that more, since Origins will be taking place in the past, possibly before Arkham Asylum.
It's always nice to be able to play games and then go back to where it started. It's usually what they do, and it is nicer that way than to go from the beginning to the end, because then you can just play any game in order.
Yeah.
I feel like if the games are in order, then you have to play the first game to know what the second game's about, and I don't really feel like doing that. I feel like if I want to buy one of the newer games coming out, I can just buy that game and know what's going on.
Yeah, like, you've played the Devil May Cry games, right?
No, I have not either. I haven't been able to get a lot of video games.
I've played all of them so far, and from what I've seen with them, the only one that I have not played was the newest one, but what I've seen from them is the newest one is supposed to be the first one. Then it's Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 1, 3, and 4. If I got that wrong, it's probably 3 first, 1, 2, 1, and then 2. I'm not sure anymore, I forgot.
Yeah, it is hard. It's kind of like the Fast and Furious movies to me. They jump around in the series, but it keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
You never know what movie is going to come next. Instead of, there's a sequel coming and you know what's going to happen, like, at the beginning of that sequel. You don't really know what's going to happen in the beginning of most of them.
Especially with Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Especially with the new one that's coming out. That will be coming out. They left so many things open in the previous ones that they can patch up in them. Like, not Tokyo Drift, but I think it was Fast 5, the one after that. It patches up how Han got to Tokyo and all that.
Yeah, it does. It's like a
But the one thing that they left out, that I know they're probably going to do a sequel on is where the hell is that his girlfriend that he had?
Yeah.
You never saw that girl in Tokyo Drift.
And
I think we'll learn.
I haven't seen.
By the way, the Fast and Furious game, I would not get it. I bought it, pre-ordered it. It sucks.
I have not seen Fast 6 yet. I am hoping to see that soon, but yeah.
When does it come? Fast and Furious 6. That one was.
It's the newest one.
Yeah, but I forget what was in it, but I did go and see it. I'm pretty sure.
Do you have any questions you want to ask?
Not really. I'm just gonna add on to this. I do remember the game a little bit, and that's what's giving me the remembrance of what that movie was like, because the game came out before the movie came out. And the game ruined the movie for me somewhat, because I stopped playing the game because the game had missions. In the game, they had missions that were from the newest movie. Like, really, I want to learn what the movie is about before I play this game.
Yeah, I have not played that game yet. I don't think it's that much of the type of game I'd play, because it doesn't look.
It is somewhat of a racing game, but it's very, very unrealistic. Like, you can get shot. Like, you get shot at, and you can get shot like 50 times, and your car will somewhat heal, but not fully heal. It's somewhat messed up.
Yeah. It doesn't look to me like a racing game I'd play, because the ones that I like are from the Need for Speed games, which deal with NOS, speed racing, cops, all that fun stuff. Like with the newest one, I cannot wait for Need for Speed Rivals to come out. Hopefully they're coming out with it actually on the Xbox 360 and not only on the Xbox One, because that game looks fun. The new Need for Speed.
I haven't really played the Need for Speeds. I mean, one racing game that I have liked, I played it as a kid, it's the PlayStation. It's Gran Turismo. I kind of like that game, but one game that I did like a lot was the Burnout series. There's no real plot to it. It's just messing up cars for fun.
Yeah. Like,
although it does get hard after a certain point.
I think I played a Gran Turismo game. I don't remember. I started playing video games with the PlayStation 2, and I believe that was one of my games. But with the Need for Speed games, the newest one that came out last year, the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 edition, the one thing I like about that was the whole being able to free roam in a multiplayer mode and have fun.
That sounds like it is fun. That's what I do like about them type of games, is the free roam.
Yeah. Let's see.
I love free roaming. That's what I look for in games. Grand Theft Auto, another game that'll capture my attention for about at least 20 minutes.
Grand Theft Auto...
At a time, because then I get bored to start doing of missions and start doing and screwing up, and then get the cops called on me, and then I have to use cheats to get the cops off of me.
Yeah. If I was to compare GTA versus Saints Row, I'd probably say with the newer Saints Row games that have been coming out, the Saints Row games have overpowered GTA by the non-realistic of the games.
Well, the one thing is, I've only played Saints Row 3, and I like that. I mean, I feel like once you get bored of GTA, you can go to Saints Row and still be fine.
Yeah. With the newest Saints Row that's coming out, that's going to be the most interesting one, since you're supposed to be like in a holographic world, like a recreation of the actual world, and you have superpowers, you have a new gun called the dubstep gun, there are brand new enemies, and you're the President of the United States. That to me sounds really, really interesting. The one thing I hope they do is actually put multiplayer into it, because a lot of people are saying that they are not putting multiplayer into Saints Row 4.
One thing that I would really like, if that is true about the President and shit, is put the Beast.
The Beast?
Put the Beast in there. You know what the Beast is?
From X-Men?
No. Beast is the presidential car.
It probably is. I know for sure that you become the president, because from what everybody's been saying, first, in Saints Row 1, you're a gang member. In Saints Row 2, you're the gang leader. In Saints Row 3, you're mayor of the city. And now in Saints Row 4, you're president of the United States. Like, I've seen the trailers for it. Gat comes back, because he supposedly died in Saints Row 2, I believe. I don't remember which one it was. So he comes back in Saints Row 4, and you become president. Everybody's like, oh, hey, it's the president. There are new enemies that are like aliens. It's just really crazy.
All I gotta say about is aliens and the president. Reminds me of one of the scary movies there. I forget which one. Where he runs over the alien and goes, "Here, don't make this a case."
It's not Independence Day you're talking about, right?
No, it's actually one of the scary movies.
Oh.
It's a remake of whatchamacallit, the one girl comes from the well. To make fun of that, and it.
I know it's not Scary Movie 1 or 2. It has to be either 3 or 4.
I think it was Scary Movie 1.
I don't remember. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Battlefield 4?
I've always liked the Battlefield series, but you gotta start out by pre-ordering the game, because then everyone gets amazing at the jets and all the vehicles before you even get to them.
For me,
before you even get to start with them. I mean, I love Battlefield more than Call of Duty for the vehicles, but you gotta start early on those games, like when they come out,
yeah.
to get ahead of everyone else in the game.
Like, the one thing I didn't like about Battlefield 3, the one thing I didn't like about Battlefield 3 was probably the way they had those microtransactions to cheat your way to the top.
I didn't even hear about that. What are those?
It basically gives you all the kits for, like, the assault kit, the engineer kit.
Oh, they were DLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can understand that. If you pay, you should get a little bit of boost, but not that much.
Yeah, it's the same with the newest Need for Speed game. Like, you can unlock all mods for all cars, like rim, like the car tires, the NOS, the bodies, the long gear, short gear, stuff like that. If you buy the booster packs.
One thing I do like about games is if they give you a certain thing for pre-ordering it, like a gimme.
Yeah.
That to me makes the game, because that puts you ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. Like, the one thing I like about the Call of Duty Ghost, with pre-ordering it, you get the free-fall map, which is the dynamic map, and you also get for Black Ops 2 a new camo, a Ghost camo, a Ghost calling card, and reticles.
Reticles?
Yeah, I have no clue how to pronounce it right.
Reticles.
With Borderlands...
Skeleton.
With Borderlands,
do
you think they should make another Borderlands?
I definitely should. It's a good series.
It is. Borderlands 1 was fun and hard. Borderlands 2, actually, they made that a lot harder than Borderlands.
Well, the DLC for this game here is ridiculous.
Especially the newest one.
They put stuff in that, like Iridium, in Borderlands 1, or in Borderlands 2. If you don't get the DLC, you can easily get ahead of yourself on Iridium, because all you gotta do is buy them things.
Yeah.
In Borderlands 2, if you get the DLC, you can actually, you have cases you can roll dice. You can choose one or roll one die or two dice, and it's one Iridium for one and 5 for 2. I mean, I think it's a trick, because if you do the one, you usually get better stuff.
Yeah.
But I think one thing that they should add is being able to buy golden keys and not just have to wait until Shift gives them out.
Because Shift does not really give them out that much.
I hate entering the codes all the time.
Shift does not give them out.
They've been giving them out a lot lately. In the past 2 weeks, I've probably added about 20 to 25 keys.
Oh, wow.
They've been giving out a lot if you've been looking for them, is what happens.
The places that I know where they are is either on the Borderlands Facebook page, the Gearbox Twitter, or the Gearbox website.
The places that I know to get them are actually easy to acquire. Borderlands 2 Facebook page. Then you got Shift Codes Facebook page. They actually have a Borderlands 2 Shift Codes Facebook page that just posts nothing but Shift Codes. But half the time they don't post what it's for, 3 keys, the mod, or what. Then they also have a app for Shift Codes. It'll tell you the Shift Codes. It won't tell you when they're posted or anything like that right out there. It'll just tell you the codes, then you click on the code, which are like on your phone.
Yeah.
Use your phone, click on the code, and it'll show what it is, when it expires. Most of them say expired unknown, which means they're good for almost any time.
Yeah.
And they'll actually say what they're for. 3 keys, a mod, class mod, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they don't have that because they don't get that information.
That's true. Let's see. What are other fun games? What are other new games that are coming out? Ooh, the
There's
Halo.
a game that's coming out. There's a game that's coming out September 3rd, and I'm getting that only because that'll leave me a month to play it before deployment.
What game is it? Do you remember?
I do not remember, but I can look it up real quick. Let me think here. Where did I put my phone? Let me check real quick. It's one of the games that I would be interested in, that's for sure. Oh, it's Diablo 3.
Oh, that game?
That game. I played Diablo 1 on a computer, and I've probably played at least 100 hours on that game on a computer. I love it. The fact that you can just roam around, you get to choose stuff, you can play against others, with others online to try and get to Diablo. To me, that's fun. Me right now, this is fun. I'm just walking around and skeletons are just respawning in Borderlands. I'm trying to level up. I just found an easy way. And I love the name of the pony. If you play Borderlands 2 and you know the name of the pony, I love that name.
I've played Borderlands 2. I haven't really played much of the map packs. I'm still trying to complete...
What map packs do you have?
I have every single one of them.
Let's just say Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep is mostly centered on Iridium. The Badass Creator of Bad Attitude is mostly centered around Torque tokens, which you get by doing quests and killing some monsters will give you them.
From what I've heard, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep also gives away some of the ending if you have not completed the actual game. So I'm trying to complete the actual game before I play the Assault on Dragon.
Do not play Assault on Tiny Tina's Dragon's Keep if you have not completed the game. It is a clear giveaway.
Yeah, I went to the area just to get past the intro.
Well, you know what? I like seeing the intros and stuff, but you do not want to play Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. It'll give away the ending.
Yeah, that's what one of my friends...
I mean, we all know you're gonna kill Jack at the end. It's obvious.
It's obvious.
It's obvious. Bad guy always dies. But you don't always know what happens.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the part where you have to rescue the siren that gets
Angel.
captured by... Not Angel, the other one, Lilith.
No.
The second time you meet her.
I don't think so. I don't remember where
you meet her a second. You meet her a second time, and if you have not gotten past that, do not play Dragon's Keep. If you have, you can, because it doesn't really give away the ending. But basically, somebody dies, and they'll give it away in Dragon's Keep if you play it.
Yeah. I don't like how with some games, map packs will give away the actual storyline.
Well, not me, because map packs are made, like Tiny Tina's, it came out a while after you would have finished the game. So, to me, I will always play the campaign before I buy the map packs. Halo 4, I bought it for the campaign. I returned it 3 days later because I got past the campaign.
What are your thoughts on the new Halo?
The Destiny, or...
No, the actual new Halo that will be coming out only for Xbox One.
Oh, I did not know about that. But I'm not really a big Halo Online fan. I'm more of being realistic on shooting people, where you shoot somebody, and they actually die within one clip. So when you're reloading, you don't get killed by somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of like that.
The only thing I don't like about it is that it is only for the Xbox One. That kind of kills the Halo series on the Xbox 360.
Well, you got to think of it in a consumer's aspect. They just came out with this new console, spent a bunch of money on designing it. They want to sell it. Putting games where you can only play it on that console is one of their ways to keep them able to push out new game consoles and new games.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure once you get it for the Xbox One, they're probably going to come out with it for a later version. But then again, the Xbox One, I think, is going to be compatible with the Xbox 360 games. I'm not sure of that yet, though.
Hopefully they do put it like that, because a lot of people do not like the fact that it's not backwards compatible right now.
Well, from what I hear, there is a backwards compatible version of it.
Yeah.
But it's a suckier version by a long shot.
Wow.
And from what I hear, it's a lot less memory. It's
probably
a lot.
If they're gonna do what PlayStation is doing with the whole, you can download the game directly to your hard drive from the marketplace once the day it comes out, like, that would take up a lot of memory, because from what I saw on the PlayStation store when I was at my friend's house, is that one type of game can take up about 20 gigabytes of memory.
Yes, but here's the thing with that. If your memory gets destroyed, you always got to back up on for the PlayStation Store. They've always got it registered that you bought it.
True, same with
If
Xbox.
One thing I don't like about CD games is if they get scratched, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because the first day that I got Xbox 360, I literally scratched my game because I didn't know any better. It tipped over. I had it standing up and it tipped over.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know any better, but it scratched it and I couldn't use it again. Luckily, my friend had some games I could borrow until I was able to get another one.
Yeah, like, when I was having to move a lot of stuff and I was playing Xbox, I had to move my Xbox real quickly. I didn't have time to take out a disc. I got it laser burned badly. So I just got it on demand. I like about on demand because the only way that the game you won't be able to get the game anymore is if your account is either deleted or banned.
Or banned.
Or if you forget the password in email.
Yeah, usually people will remember their email, so I think that's fine. But I think if you buy the game, you should be able to download it on the marketplace too, just in case if your disc did scratch.
Yeah.
But brand new at least. You shouldn't be able to do that for pre-owned.
Yeah. Like, it
Give
should
the
come
guys
with
a
a
little
code.
hand.
Like the newer games, what they should do with the newer games that are coming out, they should put in a pack a disc and a download code just in case.
Yeah. And if you pre-order it, a little incentive like the first map pack free or something like that. That would be amazing.
Yes, that would.
Either that or have like a discount on the season pass for it. That would also be pretty damn good.
What do you think they are going to be coming out with Map Pack 4 for Black Ops 2?
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to come out with another one with Call of Duty Ghost coming out so soon. They want to put emphasis on that Ghost. But then again, they might because they are different companies, both trying to sell products.
And if you've
You never know.
And if you've seen like the where people do videos on the new map packs and stuff, a lot of people have said that the next map pack was to come out August 27th. The YouTuber Ali said that it's a possibility if they actually make it that it's going to be coming out on the 27th of August. No name has been given for it, and none of the maps have been either.
I think if there's going to be another map, they need to make it a little more interesting than rather the map packs. Like the second map pack that came out, or the first one, I forget which, came with the Peacekeeper. That was an amazing weapon, but they had to change the power to it because it was a little overpowered. But you know what? That was still an amazing weapon even after they did that.
Yeah, like, what they should do with the next map pack, if they actually are going to do it, they should follow how they do with Black Ops. Make it a all-out zombies map. Bring back the World at War maps, the Black Ops maps, and add one new Black Ops 2 to finish the whole transit, die, rise, buried storyline.
See, I don't really love these zombies maps in previous games, only because there's nothing to do. There's just killing zombies and activating traps and get better weapons. With this Black Ops 2 zombies, I loved the feature of you gotta build stuff to get on by. But the newer map pack was a little too hard to do that and stay alive by yourself. The Alcatraz Island one.
Yes, and Buried as well, where a lot of the guns are in chalk form where you have to build the weapon on the question marks. That is a bit tough if you're on your own too and you're on a higher round and you want to get a new weapon and you have not put the chalk down.
The one thing about Mob of the Dead that I did like was if you were by yourself, you could carry every single part all at once.
Yeah.
That kind of helps the single player out a lot.
And
then he doesn't have to make multiple trips. And
with Buried,
the other thing is they should give them unlimited of the afterlives if they're using the box. If they're using the box, they should not get docked in afterlife because normal people get 4 per one. 4 people can go into that and do it, but you have to wait rounds, and it gets harder by yourself, just because there's no one to play with.
With Buried, I would have to say, like, with that stuff, it would be, like, trying to get to the mystery box, or the Pack-a-Punch. That's just craziness with the whole witch.
I have never gone to the Pack-a-Punch by myself, and I've only gotten to the Pack-a-Punch with other people twice. That's how hard it was of a map.
The one thing that made the map interesting was how they put the L set on the first room in the top. If you're lucky enough to get it, you get what would be actually a mystery box weapon on round 5, like around 2 or 3, depending on how many points you get.
They made you able to get the L set almost right away?
Yeah, if you can get 2,000 points before leaving the first room, you know how there's like a stairwell and then a cut and then a platform?
Where, on Mob of the Dead?
No, on Buried.
Oh, I've never played the new... I didn't buy the new map pack for Call of Duty because I haven't played it in a while.
But with that, there's like a staircase that's been cut off, and at the top of on the platform, there's an LSAT. And one of the achievements for it is to get the LSAT and Pack-a-Punch it within that same game. It's really crazy. If you're lucky enough to get the LSAT,
well, let's just say if they put the LSAT in my hand, I'd be lasting a few rounds. The first time that I ever played Mob of the Dead, the first thing I got from the box, guess what it was?
LSAT?
No.
Ray gun?
Nope.
I have no clue.
The death machine. I saw that in the box, and I literally was like, oh my god, I'm surviving 10, at least around 20, and I only survived around 8. I was like, damn, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah, I haven't really played...
Because I had that plus speed cola and like 3 other power-ups and stuff, and I was like going to town, and I wasn't trying to do anything else because I didn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
And then I realized quickly it kind of helps to go over and get pack-punched. The only thing that I hate is if that warden comes along and wrecks the plane. He went around and wrecked the plane like 6 times when I was there. Like, I wasn't even able to go on the plane. I wouldn't even be able to because all he was doing was getting rid of it.
I don't think I've ever actually finished building the plane once.
I've finished building the plane, but it's by that time you're being swarmed and you can't really go across because you're trying to get the points for Pack-a-Punch.
If you try to go into Afterlife mode, you can go there. There's supposed to be
better at going to multiple places in Afterlife.
There's supposed to be an achievement for doing that. For going into Afterlife mode and going on the plane, going to the bridge. I don't remember exactly what else you can do in Afterlife mode on that.
Afterlife mode, you can get the key. You have to do the Afterlife to get the parts to the plane, and you got to get the parts to everything else. But one thing that I have learned is to get that gas thing. If you accidentally lock yourself in, there's a way to get out. If you can actually float over the gate.
Yeah, the levitate.
It's not that hard to do. Yeah, it's hard to do sometimes, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not like the hardest thing in the world. That, and there is an awesome adaptation that you can do. What you do is you activate the sniper and then go into the Afterlife and shock the tower. They will start shooting RPGs.
Yes. I've done that before. That is really crazy how it does that. It's interesting, like how...
It's small things like that that make it interesting.
Yeah. It's fun how, like, it's a prison, and you are trying to survive within the prison where you can't get off the island at all. You can't just escape and go wherever you want.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, one thing I do love about the Call of Duty games is the newer one is the fact that you can go around and do whatever you want, or you can actually do the things for the achievement. I love that they have achievements in that, and they don't make them too hard, but they do make them so you have to have like 4 people. I don't think it should be like that. I think there should be a way to do it by yourself because not everyone would be able to do it. Not everyone always plays with friends.
Yeah.
And you have to have 4 friends that are actually good. That's the main problem.
Yeah. Well, another thing with the multiplayer, the one thing I like about multiplayer is that you can, reset yourself whenever you want. If you get bored at Prestige Master and you want to start all over again,
yeah, you can do that, but I think there also should be one where you... I think there also should be a way to reset yourself to prestige, like 0, like level 0, but you still have all the camos, like the diamonds and all the titles. So you can just go back through and like the titles that you haven't gained, they'd reset back to 0, but the ones that you already have are still there. Like, I don't want to, that's one reason I would not reset myself, is because I had Sniper's Diamond, LMG's diamond, assault rifles diamond. I had 2 shotguns gold. I had about 3 or 4 SMGs gold. And the rocket launchers I had 2 of them gold. So it would have been useless.
For me, like, the only reason why I reset myself, if anybody that's watching this has watched the beginning of the Road to Gold series that I started, I am doing a Road to Gold series. I've wanted to reset myself so that I can start with the MP7 and go all the way through the SMGs, then do all the other weapons, get them all gold and diamond, and see how long it'll take to get through all of those.
It depends on who you're facing with that.
Yeah.
If you're facing a bunch of noobs like I was, it depends on what you're playing, hardcore or not. I played a lot of the hardcore for the snipers, just for and crappy shotguns, just because it was almost near impossible to do it on core.
Yeah.
Like the SVU. If you put a silencer on that, that's not a one-shot kill on hardcore, but if you shoot him in the head, it is still a one-shot kill with a silencer. If you put a silencer on the SVU and play core, it's like a 3-shot headshot.
That's true. Let's
And like the S12 shotgun, I went up right behind people and shot him in the back of the head on core.
Yeah.
Didn't kill him first shot. I've shot people from like 30 feet on hardcore in the back of the head, and it still killed them one shot.
So, what about the personalization packs? What do you think of those?
Personalization packs? Or is that like the new
The
skins?
camos, like the Dragon, the Cyborg, Aqua, Pack-a-Punch, all those.
I didn't see the Pack Punch one, but one thing that I did like about that is they started to let you be able to vote on the new ones. I voted for Dragon, and a lot of people voted for Cyborg. They came out with both of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the best one. I love Dragon. I bought that one. I put Microsoft points on. I rarely put Microsoft points on just to get something small like that.
Yeah.
I put Microsoft points on just to get that.
When I saw that voting, I looked at before I went to the voting and I saw about the camos. I knew immediately somehow that Cyborg and Dragon were gonna win. I don't know how, but I knew that they were gonna win.
I think you should get the Dragon and get a picture of it on an RPG, because the RPG looks the best with the Dragon on it. It is amazing looking. I was doing the RPG trying to get gold, and I don't even use the skins that I was getting as leveling up. I love the Dragon colors.
Yeah.
The Cyborg is cool, yes, I did look like that, but I like the Dragon color a little more. I am a Dragon fan. But that's just who I am. And if you hear me breathing on my mic, sorry, I am smoking.
Let's see. What about the other customization packs, like the ones that just came out yesterday?
I don't know. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. I don't know about them. Like, I've been stuck on Borderlands for a while. I've been playing that.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get to level 50 to help myself out, to try to get that ultimate Vault Hunters mode. Because you can buy it, but you can't use it until you're level 50, which kind of irritates me. But at the same time, it kind of helps you out, because then you can level up and stuff. But once I get to 50, I'm going to wait and kill a few monsters that I can't kill at my level currently, but I could kill at level 50 with the weapons that I get with the golden keys.
Yeah.
And once I do that, I'll go back to Call of Duty and start playing that.
Yeah, like with the new with the new customization packs, what they did was like they brought in a Pack-a-Punch one, they brought in Aqua, like these ones don't have what Cyborg and Dragon have. But what I like about the Pack-a-Punch one is that one of the reticules are actually looks like a portal.
One thing I did like about the Dragon is the things look cool. their reticules do look cool. They got flame reticules, stuff like that.
Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
Well, one thing is, do you think Borderlands 2, since you've played it, would be better a little bit if they added a version where you can just play with random people to help you out instead of just waiting for friends to get on?
I would, because then they would be bringing it back to how it was in the original Borderlands.
Like, right now I have to wait for like one or two friends that play it to come on to help me out, and they haven't been on in a while.
Yeah.
You have to get Seraph crystals to get like the newer guns that have slag and like that has two different elements to them, and I can't get that because they're called invincible monsters for a reason.
Yeah.
If they're hard as hell to kill, I'll usually get through their shield and a quarter way through their thing, and then I get killed, and then they got no one to kill to get myself back up.
Yeah. Like, I don't like how they took that out, because that kind of defeated the purpose of meeting new people. But then again, I actually did get into a game with random people. I cannot remember how I did it, but I think you have to put your game on public mode from within the game itself after you start it.
Yes, you can change it to from friends only to different people.
Yeah, you can do that.
Public. But you know what? I don't want random people coming in and screwing up my game, taking all my loot.
Yeah, that's the one
And
thing
again,
I don't
it does
like.
share the loot. You do share the loot. But
Yes, but like the one thing I don't like about random people is they won't go to where you're supposed to be going. They'll just go somewhere else.
And I'm fine. I'm kind of fine with that. Let them do a mission while I'm doing a mission.
Even if it
And
takes
it
you out of
does
the
make
place
it go
you're
by a
supposed to
little
be.
bit faster.
Like even if their mission, the one that they're going for, takes you out of the place you're supposed to be for yours.
You know what? If that quest has more experience and they know it gives you better stuff, I don't care about that, because they probably have more. They may have more experience. And if it's level 30, I may take them to a spot that there is higher level monsters, and if they get out because they can't handle it, they keep dying and losing money.
Yeah.
I'm fine with them coming to me and telling me, hey, it's too hard for me here. But if they just do it randomly, not tell me, that's when I would get pissed, yes, but I do like how you can follow them, because then you can go to like other people's games where they're like level 50 and go to their place and get massive amounts of money.
And massive amount of XP depending on your level.
Yeah, because at level 30, I had 2 million because I went into a friend's game that was level 50 plus with Ultimate Vault Hunter mode on.
Wow.
He was giving me grand XP and stuff like that.
What I think they should have done is make a free map, like a free pack or add-on that deals with nothing but boosting up the level cap, making it the level cap to at least 100.
I don't think that, because it takes so long to get level 50. I think if they're going to do that, they'd make it easier to level up, and the monsters higher, and it'd be the same thing. The level cap isn't high as it is. It isn't too high as it is for me, at least.
The reason why I say that is because from what I've been seeing, a lot of people were getting mad that the Borderlands 2 level cap is actually a lot lower than the Borderlands level cap.
Yes, but I think they, what they did is they made it harder to level up. Because after level 40, it took me about a week to level up. I just leveled up, like literally 5 minutes ago.
Wow. Let's see.
Unless if you go into somebody's game where they got Ultimate Vault Hunter mode on and stuff.
That'll be crazy.
I went from level 25 to 30 within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It does help going into other people's games, but it's more of finding that game is hard.
Yeah, it's always hard to find games with really good people in it. Do you want to ask anything else
Okay.
before the stream is over?
Um, what do you think about the new Grand Theft Auto?
Let's see. Wasn't too keen that much on GTA 4. Like, I like GTA 4 because it was fun just to mess around in. GTA 5 will be a lot more fun with the whole being able to skydive and all of that other fun stuff. It looks more, there's like better graphics, a little bit more realistic within the game itself.
See, like I said before, graphics aren't a big thing to me.
Yeah.
But
Dawn?
but one thing I do like is that I wish they would put more like planes in the game.
Yeah. And be able to drive actual airplanes.
Yeah, like be able to steal all the airplanes in the airport. Like
Yeah.
Boeing, like the big Boeing. Be able to steal that and crash it. I mean that's a little 9/11 for you, but still it's fun.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this episode of the live stream where I get questions, answer them, and just randomly talk about other stuff as well. Tune in tomorrow where I continue on with my Road to Gold with the MP7, and later on I will do another Q&A. If you have any questions, down below underneath the camera is the website where you can ask the questions. Till then.